Hey, what's going on everyone? MadDog Airsoft here, and today I'm bringing you a review of MadDog Airsoft, which is my sponsor. So right when you first pull into MadDog, you got the parking all the way over there, which we'll get into in a sec. If you were to come over here to the first right room, this is the tech room. So if you're looking to upgrade something maybe or diagnose an issue with one of your guns, this is the room you're going to go to get it sorted. And after this room here is actually the on-site shop. So everything that's in here is pretty much anything from clothing, gun bags, a new gun, BBs, batteries, chargers, anything you're going to need is going to be in this shop. Pistols, pretty much anything. But if you are looking for something that's not in stock, you could always ask one of the two owners, Midge or Chrissy. They could see if they could order it in for you, which obviously could be with you the next MadDog game, which is always good if you rather not buy it online and just pick it up at site next time you're in. So one thing to mention too, guys, is if you come on a Sunday game instead of an evening game, every Sunday game that you come to, there's always a raffle, and it's on the table like this one right here. Outside here, you got the shooting range. You got Head Marshal Adam. He runs the day for you. Great guy. In here is where they do the chronoing and where you could just blink and test out your gun. Behind the shooting range also, guys, is the cafeteria and toilets. So if you want warm food, drinks, or if you gotta go pee pee or poo poo, it's behind the shooting range. Over here, past all the parking, is the open area. There is where we do safety brief, and behind the safety brief area is where we do the shooting range is, the second shooting range, which we do chronoing sometimes out there if it gets really busy, but most of the time it's just for people to zero in their guns and stuff like that. Once you pass the shooting range, you need to have your goggles on because you're now on site. As well, and if you're in the shooting range, you need to have goggles on as well because obviously ricochets and stuff like that. But right when you pass the shooting range, you got to make sure your goggles are on because we're on the first part, which is the scrapyard. It's like the CQB part of MadDog. I know it's woodland and stuff like that, but scrapyard is perfect. It's fast paced, close up encounters as well, tons of things to hide behind, and just great overall, great part of the site. Everyone seems to love the scrapyard. Past the scrapyard though, you have where we do like bomb defusal, capture all 3 flags and stuff like that. This is actually a work in progress. They're constantly adding to this, constantly adding more barricades or rearranging stuff as well. Over there is where you usually do the bomb defusal behind those pallets, or the 3 flag captures as well. Once you get on the hill here, you could see a little tank, or what we usually call the APC, you could shoot from. This place is all different elevations, which means you can get shot from high, low, from a bush. It just really good terrain. You don't know where you're getting shot from. This path here leads you to the plane, which we'll get to you later. Coming up here, this is the start of what we call the Quarry. The Quarry is just perfect. It's got, once again, different elevations, different places to come from, climb up, and it's great. And the thing about the Quarry too, because Midge, one of the owners, he is able to have a digger on site, he is constantly changing the Quarry, which is making it different. Obviously not every time you come back, but it's constantly being changed, so it's just refreshing when you get to the site and you're like, oh, the Quarry's changed, okay. Or we implement a new game mode around the new Quarry loadout and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the actual full spot of the Quarry. Like I said, it changes frequently, so always be ready for that. So we're going to keep pressing on out of the Quarry now, which we're on the higher hill of the Quarry. So this leads you to the next place. Down here is where we do flag capture, or capture the flag mode. In that little hut is usually where the flags are. And we also do the pilot game mode, where there's a pilot on the ground and you got to touch it for points as well. It's a good open area, bunch of hills, you could shoot from the woods, all that kind of stuff. So it's, well, once again, good elevation and good hiding points. Right behind that is the first area, which leads down to spawn point 7 actually. This is all the woodland area. This is the parts where I really like to get dug into and just surprise people, and it's just, honestly, I love the woods. And as you can see out here to the right as well, that's where I was talking about capture the flag and pilot down. And we're just going to follow this footpath down to what we call the prison. Once again, that's another area that's constantly being added to and changed as days go on. So yeah, so everything over here is in play. You got your next part of the woods here, which I get dug into so often, honestly, during the summer and springtime when it's all fully grown and the vegetation's out, and your camo gets a nice good, reason to be worn in a sense. So yeah, so as we press on here, you're gonna see coming up here on our left is what we call the prison there. Got a little bit of a sniper tower, a bunch of other little things to hide behind as of cover, and pretty much great part of the woodland here on the right. You could also be hiding from it, or hiding in it, and shooting on to people on the path and stuff, depending on the game mode, which is excellent. If you press the path all the way to the end, as you can see, that's where we just came from. This path leads you up to the plane area, where you can see a bit of the plane there, and a military van, as well as this awesome sniper perch. Even though it doesn't give you a lot of cover, it gives you so much elevation over the other players. You got all this hill terrain here to be shooting onto the path or climbing over to it as well. You got the huge military vehicle there you could hide behind, little pallets laying around and stuff. Like I said, stuff is constantly being added, more cover and stuff. And we have the plane, which is still quite new for some people. The plane is quite an awesome part of the site. After you leave that area from there, leads you to the path, which is the safe zone. If you are new to MadDog and you're looking to get your rental and stuff, this red little hut here is where you get your rentals and stuff like that. So yeah. So to give you kind of the final verdict of MadDog and pretty much all my thoughts about it, just to kind of sum it up as quick as I can. When I first came to the UK, I was always in Canada. I played Airsoft, so when I came here and seen it was big here, I wanted to get into it, and that was back in 2013. And my first site I ever went to was MadDog. The main reason why, even with other sites closer and stuff, the main reason why I always went to MadDog is, number one, the owners. All right, super friendly, super inviting, and this goes for the marshalling as well. The marshals on site have always been super friendly and just nice. It's just been such a welcome to go there. But besides that, I found myself not just going for airsoft, which was like a bonus. I was going there to talk to these people because I enjoyed their company, and that's what airsofting should be. You know, you want to be around people that you enjoy to be around, like in daily life, you know what I mean? So you want to play with people and meet new people or see the same people while doing something you enjoy doing, which is airsoft, because that's what we're all there at the end of the day. But that is the reason why I always went back. It was always welcoming and inviting. Even the newcomers and stuff like that, they get the vibe really, really quickly, and they kind of open up, and you know, everyone's just, you know, just nice. It's just always been great. It's always been improving as well from the years I've been there. The issues that people have said in the past that were there have always just been weeded out and dealt with so quickly and in a nice, respectable manner as well. It's just my idea of a perfect woodland site. You have a nice CQB area, which is the Scrapyard, fast-paced, shooting people, awesome. And then you have all the woodland where you could shoot from it, and you know, be in a ghillie and be a sniper and be sneaky beaky like. So it's just got, and then the quarry as well. That's constantly changing, and the whole site's constantly. When I say changing, I'm meaning more pallets down to defend. You know what I mean? To hide behind, or less pallets here, but more pallets here. It's constantly being reworked, and it's just refreshing. Like I said, every time. It's kind of like when you jump into a game and you're playing a single player game, it's always the same. But if you jump into a multiplayer game, it's always randomized, it's different people, and it's still fun every time you do it. That's pretty much how I could sum it up. Having an on-site shop is awesome, honestly, and their prices are usually better than any of the online prices I ever see. Always lower than online pricing. I don't know how they do it, but it's just always good pricing. The tech as well. Anytime I've had issues, I just bring my gun in there, it gets sorted. If it needs a new part, if it's on hand, could just buy it then and there, get it fixed, put it right into the gun, and away you go. Which has always been awesome. Having Cafeteria on site is nice because sometimes you want to go to lunch and you just can't be bothered to drive anywhere, or bring your own lunch as well. So you could buy hamburgers, sausages, all different types of stuff, drinks and all that as well. And then of course, like I said, they have toilets, and it seems like every site I seem to go to, it's always porta potties. So it's always nice to actually have proper toilets and, you know, proper bog roll, as silly as that sounds. It's just an extra bonus. Another thing is the parking lot is so huge. Even at the busiest of times, you'll always have a nice area to park and sit on the grass and sort your kid out if you don't want to be in the grass, like in your car and stuff like that. There's tables, benches, and stuff around to help you do so as well. Yeah, there's not much really else to say, to be honest with you guys. This is me talking, not being sponsored. This is why I've stuck around so much. Obviously, I wanted to do this review of now, which is my home site, and because I'm sponsored by them, I want to bring you guys this review, but mainly my experiences haven't changed since being sponsored, and I want to show you guys a bit of the outlook of MadDog in case you're like, you can't tell by photos, or because things have switched now, you want to see, you've been thinking of coming, but it's a bit of a drive, and you're just not sure what the site's like. I'm going to put the link in the description for their Facebook group, the Facebook page, sorry, underneath this video, along with their webpage as well. They do clay pigeon, archery, all different types of stuff as well, if you want to come there for just more than airsoft as well. But airsofts are always every other Sunday, and they're doing evening games as well, which you'll see on their Facebook page when those are. And I believe throughout the week they do everything else as well, like clay pigeon, archery, all that other stuff is during the week and on Saturday and stuff like that. So you could, all the information anyway will be in the Facebook group below, or their actual web page, which I'll put in both, so you guys could, everyone could look at it, read it, and see what you guys think. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below of not just the review in general, but what you think of the site, the way it looks and stuff like that. I try to get a good area view of pretty much the whole site. I don't think I've missed anything. The only thing I didn't go into is the cafeteria, which I did explain where that was, because it was quite busy when I went to go in there, so it was just easier to tell you guys about it than try to, you know, go around people while they're trying to eat and stuff like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what you guys think of it all, and if you have ever been, or now you're rethinking about going back, yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But that is the MadDog Airsoft review of the site. And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the next one. See you later.